Hello, as always, I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to work on some really deep hip stretches. And hip stretches can be intense for multiple reasons. One of the obvious is just the stretch we feel. And then, so that one's physically, and then also emotionally, they can feel really intense. So if you are doing yoga in a public place or in your living room and you live with people and there's a chance that you could be a little distracted or interrupted, I invite you to go find a more private, quiet corner of your home or tuck yourself away in the bedroom. And if you do live with anyone, maybe let them know that you're going to take some alone time for a little bit, just so you can feel fully safe and surrendering to whatever emotions come up for you as we do some of these stretches. I also would encourage you to grab either 2 pillows or 2 blankets, something that we can use for a little bit of support in some of these poses, because we will be holding these poses for a couple minutes each. So these can help us not feel so tense and using our strength to hold ourselves in them, and give us a little more room to let go and relax and really feel into these. So we'll start by sitting in a little butterfly position here. So bringing the soles of our feet together, and we're gonna bring them in a little closer, we'll play with the distance a little later, but we'll start now with having them a little closer to us. And then for our props, option to either place them under each of your knees here, or another option would be to bring them in front of you and give you a little desk here to relax down onto. So get all your wiggles out and set up your props so that you can find some stillness as we settle into this first pose. We'll be here for about a minute and a half. While we're here, I'll tell you just a little bit more about what you can expect today. So when we get stressed or deal through traumas in our life, when we enter that state of fight or flight, one of the first areas in our body to feel that and tense up is a muscle deep within our hips. And if we don't fully process this and find release in this, both mentally, emotionally, but also physically, then that tension, which is also attached to that trauma or experience, can stay stored in our hips for years. So you might be carrying this weight from something you thought was in the past, but you are still holding on to it. And so as we get into these poses, you might experience memories coming back up to the surface, or emotions that you don't really know where they're coming from. And that's okay, we're not trying to figure it out. We're just trying to set a safe space for us to be able to release them. So I'll be here for just about 30 more seconds. If you can find a little more room to let go and relax. Slowly walk yourself up. Set your pillows off to the side a little bit maybe. If they're under your knees, they're okay where they are. We're going to just slide our feet a little bit away from us, creating more of a diamond here in of a shape with our legs. And you should feel this in a bit of a different area of your hips than our previous pose. And then from here, you can take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale, either relaxing right here where you are, if that stretch is good enough for you, or if you're looking for a little more, you can slowly walk yourself forward. And again, we'll be here for about 1.5 minutes. And coming back to some of those emotions that might arise for us today, we can have different kinds of releases here. So you might cry, you might be angry and need to scream into one of your pillows, or you might even laugh. So all kinds of release are great. We're just doing just that, is not pushing them aside, not getting too caught up in them and figuring out where they are, just giving them space to be what they are and feeling them and letting them go however feels right for you, whether it's crying or laughing or yelling. Just know that anything and everything is welcomed here, and just be authentic to yourself and what you need. We'll be here for a few more seconds. You can find a little more space. Maybe walk your hands a little more forward. And then slowly walking yourselves back up. You can lean back onto your hands here, bringing your knees pointing straight up to the ceiling with our feet planted. And we'll go ahead and just do a little windshield wiper with our legs, wiggling out that good stretch we just did. And then for our next pose, you can there'll be 2 different versions of this, so I'll show you both of them and you can see what feels best for you. So first we are going to bend our right leg, bringing our knee pointing forward and our ankle is kind of tucked to our side here. And then you're gonna cross that left foot and leg on top of this one, stacking your knees as best as you can and bringing this foot over towards this opposite hip. And so you can either stay here if this is feeling good. If you want to intensify this a little more, you can slowly walk your ankles out towards your sides, trying to keep, again, these knees stacked up. And if this is just not it today, then option to try this on your back. So come onto your back and crossing this left leg over the right. Then we're going to pull our knees towards our chest. And you can either hold onto your knees here, pulling them nice and snug as much as you can towards your chest, or you can reach for your ankles and gently pull them towards your armpit and finding the same kind of stretch but here on our back. So find the version that works best for you. And again, get those wiggles and movements out as we settle in here. Option to bring your pillows in front of you if you're seated to give you a little base to lay down on, or also you can stack them up on top of your legs to bring that up even higher. So settling in here, we'll be here about another 1.5 minutes. One of the greatest tools for our practice today is going to be our breath. So as you're in these poses, just breathe naturally, whatever way feels best for you, whether it's in and out through your nose or in and out through your mouth. But if you start to feel yourself getting overwhelmed, or things are too intense or feeling like too much, first I invite you to back a little bit out of the stretch. We're not trying to force anything into being uncomfortable. We are trying to just give a gentle nudge to kind of lower those walls and barriers we have up in our hips and give them a safe space to open up and release. And so if you do feel that being too much, just back yourself out a little bit, and then also take some deep inhales through your nose and a big sigh out your mouth, long and slow. This will help to release any of the muscles you might be tensing up and slow your heart rate and bring you back into a calm state of mind. Just a little bit longer. You can find room to come down a little more, relax a little more. And slowly walking yourself up, setting your pillows off to the side if you were using them. You're gonna uncross your legs, bring your feet back down to the ground, knees pointing up, and this time we are going to hug our knees to our chest and lower your forehead onto your knees for just a couple breaths here. As you're ready, you can go ahead and move into the other side by crossing our left leg underneath and our right leg comes up over the top. So finding your perfect stretch here before settling in. Not too much, but just enough. And we will be here for another minute and a half. You have about 30 more seconds.
Come back and take you home. I could not stop the tune I know singing. Come out upon my seas, curse missed opportunities. Am I a part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? Singing you.
Slowly bringing yourself back up to seated. Again, set those props to the side, and then gently help yourself across these legs. And from here, we are going to move into a Malasana squat. And so you are going to bring your feet about hip distance, a little wider than hip distance apart. And you can go ahead and bring your props right behind your bum. Depending on where your hips are at and how they're feeling today, you might only need one prop, you might need two, you might even need to maybe fold one of those over, making it just a little higher for you. So again, play with those and find whatever is going to serve you best. We will be here for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, so you don't want to be using your legs too much to hold you up. You want to be able to sink down into these pillows or blankets. And then from here, you can either bring your hands behind you to help support you and keep your back straight and nice and tall, or you can bring your hands in front of you, trying to keep that chest open, or bring your palms together in front of you. Use your elbows to gently nudge your knees outwards and opening those hips just a little more. As you get your wiggles out, try and settle into some stillness. Okay, you can slowly transfer your weight forward, sliding those pillows out from under you. And from here, we are going to come into a pigeon pose. So you'll bring your right leg in front with your knee bent, bringing your ankle out towards the side. It can still be closer towards you with your leg more bent here. And then as you want to crank things up or make things a little more intense, you can slowly walk that heel forward, bringing your ankle and knee more in line, but trying to maintain squared hips here as best you can. And then for your props, you can slide one or two of the pillows under this right hip, allowing you to be held up and supported here without having to do too much of the work. And your left leg will be straight behind you. You can stay right here up on your palms, or if it's accessible, you can drop to your elbows and rest down here. Option to also bring one of your pillows in front of you for you to rest on.
God
knows what is hiding in those weak and drunken hearts. Guess he kissed the girls and made them cry, those hard-faced queens of misadventure. God knows what is hiding in those weak and sunken eyes. Fiery thrones of muted angels giving love but getting nothing back. Oh, people, help the people. And if you're homesick, give me your hand and I'll hold it.
If you find yourself getting distracted, just bring yourself back to your breath and back to the sensation, the stretch happening in your hip. We'll be here for just a couple more seconds. You can slowly, from your elbows, rise back up onto your palms. Slide this pillow out from under you and drop over to that right hip as you swing your left leg in front of you, and we'll come back into that little knee hug, resting our forehead on our knees for just a few moments.
I'd be cold as a stone and rich as the fool that turned all those good hearts away.
As you're ready, lifting your head back up and moving into our left side for Pigeon. Setting this pillow up for us to eventually rest our hip on as we get settled. Our left leg in front and bend, and our right leg extended right back behind us from this hip. Maybe do a little scan of your entire body and see if there's anywhere in addition to your hips that are holding stress or tension, and see if you can relax those. We're not trying to exhaust or get into these other areas like our shoulders and our neck or our jaw. Try and relax them as best you can, focusing on your hip.
Counting days since my love up and got lost on me. And every breath that I've been taking since you left feels like a waste on me. I've been holding on to hope that you'll come back when you can find some peace. 'Cause every word that I've heard spoken since you left feels like a hollow street. I've been told to get you off my mind, but I hope I never lose the bruises that you left behind. Oh my Lord, I need you by my side. There must be something in the water, 'cause every day it's getting colder.
We'll be here for just a couple seconds more.
You'd keep my head from going under. And Maybe I'm just being blinded by the brighter side of what we are because it's over. Well, there must be something in the tide.
Slowly rising back up onto our hands, moving our pillows or blankets. And from here, we are going to slide that left foot back to meet the right and push back into a child's pose. For this, we're going to do more of a restorative child's pose. So bring your knees closer together, feet closer together, and instead of reaching our arms out long, we're going to bring them back behind us, either rested with the tops of our hands on the floor or gently holding your feet and bringing our forehead to the ground.
Your love I'm lost in.
This is feeling like a lot. Option to bring one of your pillows or both your pillows for you to rest your forehead onto.
Your love I'm lost in, even though I'm nothing to you now. Even though I'm nothing to you now. There must be something in the water, 'cause every day it's getting colder. And if only I could hold you, you'd keep my head from going under. There must be something in the water, 'cause every day it's getting colder. And if only I could hold you, you'd keep my head from going under.
And slowly rise back up. And we are going to swing our legs around, coming back onto our bum. And from here, we are going to move into one of my favorite stretches, but it is also one of the most intense for me personally. So again, I'll give you a few options here. We are going to cross our legs in front of us, bringing our shins hugging each other kind of here. And I remember the first time I tried to get into this stretch, I looked more like this. So if that's where you're at, that's great. You don't have to look like me. This is your practice, and so do whatever your body's allowing you to do today. And so from here, your feet and your knees are going to be near each other. You can either sit up tall right here if that's doing it for you. Otherwise, you can slowly walk yourself forward. Then you can bring your pillows in front of you to lower onto those. And if you want to take this a next step further, instead of having our legs in line here, we're going to bring our front shin and ankle on top of this other leg, stacking again our ankles and knees together and staying right here or slowly walking yourself forward. Because we can have emotions and things stored in our hips that were kind of planted there when we were in a fight or flight state, it can bring us back into those fight or flight feelings. So if you feel those coming up, try and remind yourself that you are right here in the present and you're safe. And there is no threat. It might feel like it, and that's because there was one, but right now we are safe. We're safe to feel those feelings. We don't need to lock them up for later. They are here for right now. We can cry and get that out of us. We don't need to carry it around any longer.
I'm scared to meet you, 'cause then I might know you. And then once I know you, I might fall in love. And once I'm in love, then my heart is wide open for you to walk in, drop the bomb, blow it up. So I love anything, anything, anything at all. Why love?
We'll be here for just a bit longer.
If the higher I fly is the further I fall, then why love anything at all?
Stressed and strung out about things that could happen.
And slowly, as you're ready, begin to walk yourself up. We'll assist our legs in crossing here, bringing your feet to the ground, knees pointing up, coming into some gentle windshield wipers.
So I love anything, anything, anything at all.
And as you are ready, we will work our way in to this other side with which side did we just do? Okay, our left leg bent and our right leg and shin coming in front of that left. Finding your version here, maybe testing them out, seeing what's gonna work best for you. And then taking a breath and settling in.
Tell me, do we get what we deserve? Oh, we get what we deserve. And where down we go, oh, 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 where down we go, oh, 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 so where come as we all go down. Yeah, but for the folk who my heart, do you dare to look them right in the eyes? Yeah. Oh, 'cause say we run you down, down to
Try to remember to relax your shoulders, your jaw. And we'll be here for just a couple more seconds.
Yeah, see you can't grow no more. And where down we go, oh, 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 where down we go, oh, oh, oh. Say where
And crossing your legs, giving them a rock back and forth. And from here, we are going to make our way back into our restorative child's pose for a few breaths before we move into our final poses. So swinging those feet behind you, having our legs be a little more narrow, and option to, as you bring your head down to the mat, swooping those arms behind you or letting them extend forward. You can plant your hands by your head, pushing yourself back up. And from here, we are going to work our way onto our bellies. So you can walk your hands forward, walk your knees back, slowly lowering yourself down. And if your back is feeling okay, you can come onto your elbows. Otherwise, you can stay a little bit lower down here. And we are going to hike this right leg up to our side, keeping our ankle and our knee in line, and trying to keep our chest open and wide if we are sitting up. Otherwise, you're right down here. And to make this stretch feel a little deeper, you can push your hips and pubic bone into the ground below you, kind of tucking your tailbone and hips, and really stretching out this front right hip. You can bring, if it's within reach, now that we're here, bring one of your pillows in front of you and rest onto that as well, if that feels supportive.
Take a shot at me, not scared of dying. It's sad how I don't want to talk about my problems. I don't want to tell another lie. I don't want to write another love song. I don't want to even fucking try. Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody. Right now I'm flying, so call and take a shot at me. Not scared of dying. It's sad.
Be here for just a few moments before we switch sides. As you're ready, you can straighten that right leg back behind you. And we'll lower our chest and forehead onto the ground and wiggle our hips a little bit, just releasing any of that tension. And then slowly working your way into our left side. Remembering our checkpoints with our heel behind our knee. Trying to keep our hips squared and our chest open if you are upright.
Come on, skinny love, just last the year. Poor little soul, we were never here. Staring at the sink of blood and crushed veneer. Told my love to wreck it all. Cut out all the roads to let me fall. My, 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 my. Right in the moment, this heart is told. And I told you to be patient, and I told you to be fine, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind. And in the morning I'll be with you, but it will be a different kind. 'Cause I'll be holding all the tickets, and you'll be owning all the flights. Come on, skinny love, what happened here? Circle on the whole bit like Brazil. My, 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 my. Silent load is full, so slow on the split. And I told you to be patient, and I told you to be fine, and I told you to be balanced, and I
Once you're ready,
told you to be
you
kind.
can straighten that left leg back behind you, and we'll push into one last child's pose.
Who will love you? Who will fight? And who will fall far behind? Come on, skinny
Bringing your palms by your head, rising up. So from here, we're going to do kind of the next step up from those hip stretches we just did on the ground. And so you'll come onto all fours, and we're going to go into, we were kind of doing like half frog before, and this will be our full frog. So you'll slowly walk your knees away from each other, sliding them open as much as is available to you, keeping our heels and our knees in line again, and this time our knees and our hips in line. And option 2, bring one of your pillows, maybe fold it so it's a little thicker, and slide it right under your hips here to bring the ground up and give you something to relax onto more. And then you can stay right here or drop onto your elbows. And then we'll be here for 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Scars, just shooting stars, they're here then go. I will survive and be the one who's stronger. I will not beg you to stay. I will move on and you should know I mean it. What pushes running me? Our human hearts
feelings to rise up without judgment.
I will move on and you should know I mean it. Wild horses running me. Yeah. I will survive and be the one who's stronger. I will not beg you to stay. I will move on and you should know I mean it. Wild horses running me.
If your arms start to get tired, sometimes I like to draw them into my chest and lower my head all the way down onto the ground. Kind of just resting here. For our last 30 seconds, option 2, if you have one, slide that pillow out from under you. And see if you can let your hips relax a little closer to the ground, releasing a little further, just for these last few seconds. Just hang in there for a little bit longer.
When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, and the bullets catching her teeth.
Right now I'm going to show you the last, our true final pose. And if it is something that is causing too much pain or is too intense for you, it is similar to the diamond pose we started with, the wide-legged butterfly pose. And so I'll show you where we're heading now, and if that's a strong no for you, option 2, come onto your bum and bring your feet together with them pulled out a little bit further. So from here, if you are going to try this next pose, we'll drop our hips towards the ground as we kind of crawl ourselves forward with our arms. And as our hips come down to the ground, our feet are okay to lift up off of the ground, coming into this diamond shape. And bring your feet together behind us. And again, if this is too much on your back here, option 2, rest forward. Option 2, bring that prop in front of you and rest your head on that. So get comfortable and commit to this last pose before we allow ourselves to come into our final rest of Shavasana. From here, if you're seated, you can plant your feet and rock your knees back and forth. And then from here, we'll kind of do the opposite. So we'll slowly pull our knees together. And then having our knees planted with our feet pointing up, we'll lower our head down onto our palms and rock our feet back and forth.
'Cause I love you for infinity. I love you for infinity. 'Cause I love you for infinity. I love you for infinity.
If you're on your belly, you will slowly roll over onto your back. If you're seated, you will slowly lower yourself down. And bring our legs straight out in front of us. And you can bring them a little wider, either mat distance or even off your mat. Palms facing up. Bringing our arms out to our sides. Closing our eyes. Allowing our breath to come naturally. The work is done. Allowing yourself to relax and not worry about anything else for just a couple more minutes. If you are wanting and able to stay here longer, please do. Otherwise, I'll have you slowly wiggle your fingers, maybe do some circles with your feet and ankles. Slowly shaking your head no. And then with our eyes closed, as long as we can, we'll slowly roll onto one side and gently pushing yourself up to seated. come into a cross-legged position with our eyes closed. Our palms facing up, resting on our knees. We'll take one final breath together, in through our nose and out through our mouth. You can slowly start to blink your eyes open. Maybe bring your hands to your heart. Let a smile come onto your face. And I just want to thank you so much for practicing with me today and remind you that we basically just went through an intense therapy session, and so you might be feeling vulnerable and sensitive. You might, as you go throughout your day, continue to process what we've released today. So just remember to be gentle and protect your energy and be thankful to yourself. You've done a lot of good work and you've done the best part of showing up for yourself today. And so be kind to yourself and enjoy the rest of your day.